How you doing, Taurus? I was called to do my next reading on Taurus. This is Gypsy Road Tarot tuning in here, guys. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Taurus pulled some oracle cards for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Helps channel grow. I haven't been around for a little while, especially for a Taurus reading. I usually do what I'm called to do, and I'm called to do yours today. Um, okay, so what I pulled was this message, number 45. Could be significant. All right, so let's get into it. The message here for Taurus. You're about to get a message with special meaning. Taurus, maybe someone's going to text you something nice, or you're going to find out about something in a phone call from a friend, perhaps. A letter might come in the mail. Maybe you'll see a sign in nature that'll point you in the right direction. Regardless of what you're asking, you're soon going to know the answer, Taurus, or at the very least, know the way. There is a message coming, however. The book says, choose another card if you need to know what the message will be about. So we have that, and it's honesty, which is amazing that honesty came out as your message. So that's awesome, right? We all want honesty, right? Clarity, true communication coming in for you, Taurus. Now's the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want. Okay, what you're thinking about, what your motives and your feelings are. Honesty is the way to truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else as your goddess, I will send you courage to do what's right. It's also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You've got a right to get clear messages, Taurus. There's a great freedom and power in telling the truth. No matter if it's you receiving a message, that's what this is saying, that you're going to get a message. Somebody's going to be sending you a message and telling you the truth. All right. So that's good news. Okay. So in the overall energy, at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess of Air. Okay. Number 6. Could be significant to someone. All right. This is rational thought. Okay. Logical thinking, reason, using your mind to consider the next right action. These are the qualities that are encouraged here. Now it's time to think before you act. You're blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. All right, I'll pull that back. The lighting's off. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. So enhanced communication right here. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. Okay, so that's what this messaging is going to be about. So we're going to look at it from let me adjust this a little bit. We're going to look at it through the lens of tarot first, and then we'll look at some more oracles. I'm going to go ahead and get some energy pulled for you because I don't like to shuffle on camera. It takes too much time. And I'll be right back. All right, so surrounding this honesty and the message that you're going to receive, somebody has done some logical thinking here. Okay, in the recent past, we have the Empress energy. Okay, this is your energy actually giving birth to something. We got 2 peas in a pod there. It's time to take action. This Empress, I don't know who she is, if that's you or someone else, okay? In the recent past, you have the power of creativity, some type of success that allows for a life of luxury. Taurus, recent past. We also have the Three of Autumn. So, in the recent past, you decided to follow your passion when it comes to your career. You want to be the best at what you do, and you're being compensated for your creative talents. So, you had some kind of creative idea, or somebody did. Remember, this is a message, okay? This is a message that came to you, or is, reading for Taurus, all right? Present energy. Six of Summer. This is soulmate energy, children or childhood energy, okay? This could be the return of people or romances from your past. You could be remembering events differently, um, in a better light or in a worse light than how they really occurred with this soulmate energy. Okay, in the present moment, we have a Queen of Wands, Queen of Spring. She's brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. Okay, believing in herself, that wonderful people want to help her maintain a balance between work and home life. And now, in the near future, Seven of Cups, choices, okay, options. There's a rainbow here. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision in the near future, Taurus. There's some type of confusion that arises from over analyzing your options, okay, in the near future. So we have the High Priestess over here with clear, rational thought, air energy. Okay, and that is clarified with Six of Wands. Victory. Okay, success. There's some kind of wonderful news on its way to you. It could have something to do with this honest message, or, somebody wanting to be honest with you. You'll be receiving a message. All right, somebody's making smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. Okay. I'm going to get some oracles really quick and see if I can clarify these oracles for you and this little bit of tarot spread that I got going on here so far. Looks like in the past you had something you're giving birth to. I don't know. Could be a mother. Um, just success is what I see here. Something you're giving birth to, some kind of creativity in your career. Something that you're wanting to celebrate, something you're going to follow your passion on in the recent past. And it's got to do with career choice, okay? And you're going to be the best at what you do and be compensated for your talents and your creativity. All right, so let me look at this real quick and shuffle up some oracles, and I'll be right back. So, Taurus, as I stated, you have some type of dreams surrounding some type of logical thinking, something that you're thinking about, creation. So, something you're creating, something creative here. All right. Something you wish to create. You're overflowing with ideas on this creation. All right. As far as the honesty goes, this has something to do with someone from your past shining a light here on something. This honesty, it's got to do with a soulmate, someone from your past shedding some kind of light on something with this honesty. The message is, it has something to do with, could be in the springtime. You know, when the flowers are in bloom, we have this vulnerability. So somebody's being vulnerable here with the message. Could be you, someone else, okay? Whether you're giving the message or receiving the message, okay? Um, Also, this wonderful news that's on its way through this message has something to do with creation, something you've been dreaming about. These are smart choices that are going to bring you rewards, success, and public recognition, victory, success. So, whatever it is you're dreaming about, it's going to be a success. In the recent past, whatever this creation is, time to take action, the power of creativity, creative, all right? There's success that allows for a life of luxury. um, Again, whatever this passion project is that you're following has something to do with your career in the recent past. You're going to be the best at what you do, and you're going to be compensated for your creative talents. So that was in the recent past. There was movement on that, whatever it was that you were creating. Okay. That's also, river and movement has something to do with the sun rising or setting on these, on a river of emotions. It could be, but there is some type of movement there. Okay. Ebb and flow, even something of that nature. Here in the present, we have a soulmate, someone from your childhood, and we have that over there. So you're going to be getting honesty. So this person is in your present energy. Could be happening now. This person wants to return, okay, of a person, romance from your past. You're remembering some type of events that happened differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. Okay? Something to do with this Queen of Fire. All right? Something to do with this Queen of Wands. Something that you need to believe in yourself. This Queen of Wands wants to maintain a balance between work and home life. Believe in herself. She's brilliant, she's loyal, she's talented, she's friendly. This could be your energy or someone else in your energy. This is shape shifting, okay? So somebody could be changing their mind about something, shape shifting. Something is moving, but it's shifting. The energy is shifting with a soulmate here. And this Queen of Wands could be a message from a soulmate about a Queen of Wands that something there is shifting, something is shape shifting. Somebody's changing their mind, perhaps presently. Okay, and in the near future, there's these options. You're gonna have to follow your instinct. No more procrastinating. You have to make a decision. You've got a lot of confusion in the near future because you're going to be over analyzing your options. Okay. You have on this vision quest, you have some type of vision quest here for a rebirth, for something to be reborn. Okay, in the spring equinox. Right now, there's stillness. Lake. It's peaceful, calm, still, serene energy. All right. It's a lake, not a river. Okay. So that's still. You have to rely on your instinct here. All right. I'm going to get some tarot, and I'll then go to Starseed Oracles and find out what's going on. I'll be right back. Well, Taurus, as usual, you are stubborn with this message over here and this vulnerability. All right, you got the Four of Cups, okay? You're bored. This is just showing you as kind of bored, all right? You might be wondering if anything good's ever going to happen to you again, right? Like, the message and vulnerability and wondering, I'm so bored, is anything good ever going to happen? And um, it's stagnant, okay? New life can grow in standing water, but it's, is that the life you want? Okay, boring, right? So you need to snap out of it, all right? Just like, there's something new and fresh waiting. You see the cup back there? The universe trying to offer you something, right? You just have to rouse yourself enough to reach out and take that. Okay, that could be a love offer. Becoming vulnerable, or this is the message you're receiving, you know, to take an offer or be honest, or with a soulmate here, you got the Two of Swords, all right? At one point, you knew exactly what you needed to do. You didn't want to do it because it was scary, right? Well, you're still there. I mean, you know the truth, right? I mean, you don't know all the facts. So you're just trying to like wait and see. You're kind of guarded. All right? You got to be honest with yourself, and that's what the honesty card is here about a soulmate. You have to be honest with yourself about this soulmate. You know what's right and what's wrong. So this is a choice between what's right and what's wrong, right? You know what needs to be done. And whatever you need to be doing, it's about your integrity here. All right? So quit waiting. Whatever this is, it ain't going away. So you have to be honest with yourself and others. All right? With this soulmate. You need to be honest with this soulmate. Honesty. Honesty. Holding back honesty from a soulmate. Okay? So there's some deep introspection happening when it comes to whatever this logical thinking is. All right? The hermit energy, sitting by yourself, looking at the star in the lantern, hope, faith, balance, renewal. That's the star inside of the lantern. So you've gone on this little dark path by yourself to do some introspection about this creation or whatever this is that you want to create. Okay? And whatever this message is, you're bored, you're holding back from being vulnerable in that message. All right? We have the Empress in the recent past with the Three of Autumn and that movement, the river movement, we know. That's evolving again around a soulmate. Six of Cups. Somebody from your childhood, the recent past. Somebody who wants to... I mean, I have soulmate on the board a couple times here. Children or childhood. This is going to be the return of a romance from your past. Okay? In a better or worse light than they really happened. Some kind of events occurred in the recent past. There's some kind of movement on this creation. Something to do with your career. All right? have a messenger in the present. Okay, somebody bringing a message about some kind of money. Um, Something that stable that someone is working on. They're shape shifting. We have this Queen of Fire here, believing in herself and maintaining a balance between work and home. She's brilliant. She's loyal. She's talented. She's friendly. And she's telling the truth. Okay? She has that truth sword. She wants to shed some light on something. This one is also magical, shining some kind of light on something. Okay? So, truth and friendly. Queen of Swords kind of ruthless though. And this is something presently that you could be being honest with yourself about a message you received, about being bored or got something to do with an emperor in the near future. This emperor. Okay. Now he's got a lot of light here too to shed on things. He's following his instinct. There's some stagnant energy here. There's this rebirth, this vision quest in the near future could be about this honest message. Something about options in the near future. What's going on here is somebody's going away, somebody's leaving in the chariot. Somebody's going somewhere on a trip. You know, somebody's going places. They got their chariot packed and ready to go. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are they going? Who's going? Toward victory. Somebody's headed toward victory. Okay? What's under the victory card? We got the Ten of Pentacles. Great, happy family life. Yeah. I'm going to get some star seeds here. Find out what all this deep introspection and logical thinking about this creation that happened over here in the recent past is about. Something to do with your career. Something's moving with this soulmate in the recent past. But it looks like this soulmate and this Queen of Wands and this truth about them shifting their thoughts, changing their mind, and giving a message about receiving some kind of income. An Ace of Pentacles. Something. Oh, I want to look a little deeper into that. Somebody's telling the truth. Oh. About a Queen of Wands. Presently, I don't feel like that's your energy. The reason I'm saying this because these are messages, honesty, some kind of truth and clarity about a Queen of Wands. Okay, whoever this messenger is, They changed their mind. They love things. Okay? This could be a lazy person, right? They could be fiscal, like financially motivated, right? Greedy. So there's some kind of work in progress with this messenger. That could be something to do with the message you received, or some type of work in progress. Okay? He's shifting his thoughts. He's beginning to see some type of something under the material. Uh, Consequences. Not necessary. Physical. He's being guided toward a more balanced view of life. This is a devoted go-to person. They changed their mind. They shifted their energy. They got the truth. I believe that Queen of Wands and that Queen of Swords, I believe this Queen of Wands enlightened your soulmate about something, told the truth about something, or you did. Uh, I'm not seeing you doing that. Somebody could have told you the truth about a Queen of Wands. That's the message you're receiving. A soulmate told you the truth about a Queen of Wands, and their decision, their mind has changed toward their material world. Into that lazy, I changed my mind energy. I mean, unless this is you, this is more like a. She's ruthless. She's like a boss energy. Okay? Maybe even a boss from hell. Right? Smart, experienced, um, not bitter, not cynical. Just a killer discernment. You can sniff out deception a mile away. Okay? So that's who this Queen of Wands is. She can sniff out deception, possibly about this soulmate, like a mile away. She's on to this Queen of Wands. Or on to something about this Queen of Wands. Alright? Or they're one and the same person. So this Queen of Wands could have a killer instinct, a killer discernment. She's sniffing out some kind of deception here. She's trying to find the truth. She's really not above creating or crafting a plan, right? It can, solve problems or whatever it is can further her agenda too. She's very talented, loyal, friendly, brilliant to this soulmate. That's presently, you know, whatever your options are in the near future, these options are, or maybe this emperor, this rigid guy here, focused on control, leadership, relying on his instinct. Something is stagnant, wanting to rebirth something, going on a vision quest in the near future, looking at their options, whoever this is. All right? Doing some introspection, putting careful thought, spending some time alone, dream time, could be sleeping on it. This creative, or this, in this creative energy, this logical choice, decision making. So it's got something to do with the soulmate, being guarded toward a soulmate, being, if we're being honest. You know, somebody's receiving a message about being vulnerable, but they're not taking an opportunity and they're bored. But there's love on the board. Soulmate love. Greed. Somebody's changing their mind and being greedy. Somebody's going somewhere toward their Ten of Pentacles. Happy life, happy wife, happy family, all that good stuff. Kids eat good. Pets eat good. It's going to be very victorious. All right, I don't know if that's with you, or, you know, if that's somebody wanting to invite you to that lifestyle, or that's you rejecting it, or if that's you finding out that that's what someone else is, your soulmate is headed toward. Okay? This Emperor energy. All right, let me get star seeds, and then we'll do some more tarot. Okay, so somebody is saying they put things into perspective and none of this matters. Okay, they want to zoom out and find some kind of common ground. All right, and they're leaving, going toward their Ten of Pentacles, because none of this matters. They put things into perspective. All right. In the near future, I remember the soul plan. There's a fated life versus a destiny life. And the options are, with this Emperor deciding and using his instinct, things are stagnant still. There needs to be a rebirth in the spring of something. Okay, but they have a vision quest. But they're getting caught up in all these options. Okay? In the present moment, you feel called, like there's some soul gifts, some training, and it's time to step up. But this person is lazy and changing their minds. They got some kind of truth and clarity about this Queen of Wands and this soulmate in the present. In the recent past, just stay grounded, okay? You were just staying grounded. There was movement, okay, with a soulmate here. And this passion, you know, this career and passion and being the best at what you do, and, you know, giving birth to this new idea in the recent past. All right. And then we have what came in here, this introspection on this creation. Somebody is doing some logical thinking, birthing creations, and there's expression here about a victory. Okay, that's somebody, could be about this message that you received. This honesty is deep love, mother's milk. I'm seeing somebody pregnant here and birth as a portal. Um, Somebody being guarded could have something to do with innocence, children. Somebody's being honest, sending a message, pave a new path, be the leader that you wish you had. Somebody is bored and vulnerable. Let me get a little more. I'm going to get some tarot on this, and then I'll get a native heart oracle. Okay, so Taurus, what I see here is you're not going to receive a there's going to be no passionate message coming from this person. Okay, they're not bringing any kind of passionate message. They're bringing a message that they're moving on, headed toward their Ten of Pentacles. They're saying that they've put some things into perspective and that none of this matters. Okay, but they just need to reach some common ground. All right. In the recent past, they may have appeared that they wanted, a new beginning, and chose to stay grounded, and there was some movement with this soulmate or energy with this. But somebody was focusing on their career, and somebody could have been giving birth to something new, a new creative idea in the recent past, or a child. Okay, what happened here? Because we got children and innocence all over this. Okay, so there could be children involved, but you're being called, or this person is saying, it's time for me to step up. Okay, I've been lazy. I changed my mind. I got the truth and clarity about Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's my soulmate. I no longer wish to have forward movement with you. You're a liar. You lied to me. Or you're saying you lied to me, and now you no longer wish to, or somebody lied to you, or whatever. But this what you, or you're a liar, or somebody may have called you a liar, or you may have lied to someone about what you wanted to do as far as getting something moving, and knowing it's time to step up, or you're telling someone else, hey, it's time to step up, and that no. Presently, that's this conflict here. There's something going on here with the soulmate. They no longer wish to move forward, and they're lying. They lied, or they're lying about this forward movement. Maybe somebody's still trying to continue a lie. I don't know. We do, in the near future, we have the Lovers reversed. So this is a choice not being made, not choosing you. And they are not looking at their options anymore. They remember the fated life or their destiny. This Emperor, he's following his instincts in the near future. Okay? He's stagnant, looking for a rebirth in the spring. He has a vision quest, something about his options. This person is out of options, and this connection is no more in the near future. So somebody's putting an end to a connection in the near future and no longer looking at their options. I don't know if I'm talking to a male Taurus. When I actually got the message from the divine to look at this, somebody's pregnant. It could be that somebody wanted to enter into a relationship with someone. Someone got pregnant, and it wasn't the person that they were trying to get into a relationship with. It was the other person's person, possibly. Somebody, came in and said, no, the truth is, I'm going to go over here and work on this, because this is what I'm passionate about. And you go over here and work on this because you lied and said that you wanted to move forward on this as a soulmate, but the truth is you want this fire sign. So it's time to step up, kind of like crap or get off the pot. And somebody changed their mind and said, well, I'm just going to end this connection in the future. Okay, it's my destiny. I'm going toward my destiny. It's very strong and powerful, following my instincts. This is stagnant. I need a rebirth in my life. I have a vision. I know. I looked at all my options, okay? And I no longer wish to build on this. Okay? I have an opportunity, okay, to soften the edges of love in my current relationship and express myself, because I've done the introspection. I've done my dark night of the soul. I've thought about this hope, faith, balance, and this renewal. In my dream time, in my quiet time, I thought about this new creation, and I've really given it a lot of logical thought. I'm slowly offering deep love, birth as a portal, but somebody can't make up their mind and is guarded about a soulmate. Honesty is required. We have the Empress in reverse. So that is a false Empress. This is someone who is not pregnant, who has no idea what to do. There is a marriage ended, or a spiritual ranking that's ended. The Hierophant is in reverse, could be a divorce. And they want to forge ahead with the Chariot. So they might have gotten a divorce, but they're a false Empress. They have no idea what they're doing. But they want you to be the leader that you wish you had. So they like you in this Emperor energy, but they're a false Empress. And they're bored and vulnerable and sending messages. To someone. Could be you. Could be a male Taurus, a female Taurus sending messages to someone else, or receiving messages to someone else. But this person does not want to move forward. They're not sending any kind of passionate message. No kind of action. They don't wish to take action. They're sending a message of not wanting to take any more action. They have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They no longer wish to move this forward. Okay? So let's see what the Native Heart oracles have to say and the angel answers, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, Taurus, so the end of your reading says that you're to take action toward creation, assess your position, and know what you want. Okay? You're supposed to take action to, and assess your position to create something and know what it is that you want. The angels are saying Choose a new direction. Let me get to my page real quick. Choose a new direction with the Wheel of Fortune. Movement, a new start. Embrace change. Because there's something better. We got there's something better, and with the crown chakra, assessing your values, sensitivity, and grounding. There's something better. Grounding, assessing your values, sensitivities. Here you'll find the unexplainable raw beauty and divine guidance of who you really are. Okay? Attachment to the physical world, feelings of emotional disconnection, and a resignation of living life this way. However, you will soon begin to feel more connected and at one with yourself and with the universe. Reevaluate what is important to you in your physical world. So somebody's changing their mind. That could be you sending a message that you're changing your mind and reevaluating what's important to you in your physical world, and that the things that you've surrounded yourself with and have come to love have fulfilled their purpose, and they're going to give way to a greater way of being. So that could be a marriage ending. So for you, the time is now. You've got the ability and the tools within to access higher consciousness, and having the intention to do so is enough. The energy of this is at your side during this heightened time, and it reminds you that the timing is perfect for those anchoring. I don't know who this is, who the message is for. If these messages are for you, you're being honest with someone, or somebody's being honest with you. You want to move. You want forward movement. You want to choose a new direction. You know there's something better. You know that you want to get grounded. I don't know if somebody's being honest or somebody's being dishonest, but this person does not wish to communicate or take action. They want to move on toward their Ten of Pentacles, their happy family life. And that's the truth. And they've put things into perspective. Slowly seeing the light and saying none of this matters. They want to find common ground. So that could be you, or that could be someone else coming toward you. Okay? I might do an extended on this because I think I want to find out if there's a third party energy here. I feel like somebody's holding back for a reason. It's all here. So, all right, folks. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Take care of you. Bye for now. Namaste. Love and light.